Take warning, you better take warning. Take warning, you better do good. Let your light shine bright, let your light shine right. Respect your fellow man as you should. Take warning, you better take warning. Take warning, you better do good. Let your light shine bright, let your light shine right. Respect your fellow man as you should. The evil that men do lives after them. The evil that men do lives after them. Your evil today will blight your tomorrow. So do good today and avoid your sorrow. Take warning, you better take warning. Take warning, you better do good. Let your light shine bright, let your light shine right. Respect your fellow man as you should. Take warning.
All right. For a moment, I'm like, it's Sunday, right? It feels as though it's a weekday. As you guys know, I'm on just Monday to Friday, and for me to be on today, Sunday, it means that I just have something to say to you as quickly as possible. I know some of you might be in the kitchen cooking. Some of you might be in the back down, waterside, kicking catamaran. I'm sure some of you out don't know what a catamaran is, right? Simone, Jessamy, I'm sure you don't know what a catamaran is. And some of you, only country people, right? People from Georgetown probably don't have an idea what catamaran. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking or picking on Georgetown people. Okay, so thank you so much. Those who have already shared the link. I want to touch on something, and I feel obligated because when the orangutans in the PPP, because that's what they are, orangutans. They come on social media, they speak on subjects they don't know about, they're not qualified to speak on it, they don't have any experience, and it's like they drink Epsom salts or what is it? Bush tea or something. And so, the evidence is when they speak. You know what I mean? The evidence is there. And so I just wish to, and I know the Atwell, Melissa, her family probably will address this or something. And I just feel obligated that I hit back, so to speak, at those Dunstocks who obviously do not understand the system and how it works. And it has to do with a bond, immigration bond, a bond that was approved by the court. Just days ago, Melissa Atwell appeared in front of a judge, an immigration judge. And prior to that, lots of talks. She has been held an X and Y and Z and all manner of things. And the PPP trolls, the PPP thugs, they had a field day going after her. They say it's politics. Field day. Lots and lots of misinformation, mind you. And they got caught, so to speak, and they couldn't handle it. They were embarrassed and then they switched from all the other frivolous allegations and accusations against her. They start to laugh now and say, oh, she has overstayed. Oh, all manner of crazy things. Those Looney Tunes. And so even after the judge made a ruling, and the judge said that there shall be no broadcast, no media person to broadcast the hearing live. Lo and behold, they just decided that they are powerful because they're PPP thugs, right? And so they feel that they are powerful to broadcast the event. And the Board Nest guy and all the other dunce thugs did just that. But that's a different story that will be dealt with maybe through the judges' chambers at some point in time. Who knows? Now, after the judge agreed on bond, on a bail bond, I don't know. She should have been sent home on her own recognizance. If you ask me that, I have already stated my point. There's no reason for her to be held there. There was no reason for no bond or nothing. Just send her home. That's it. Anyways, the judge agreed that and set bond. What is it? $7,500. $7,500. But there's a difference in terms of paying a bond. And a lot of these PPP thugs do not understand. They just do not understand process. They just don't. And so they try to make it appear that Melissa Atwell, who they're obsessed with for some reason or the other, obsession is just evident right now. And so with the bond that they're now laughing, it's politics, notishness they're doing. And so they're making it appear that, she got all of this, the GoFundMe, and they're asking, where's the money? Since when they are concerned about Melissa Atwell's affair and whatever money, since when they're concerned about that? And these are people who are not concerned about the contracts they have with the hundreds of millions of dollars that's wasted and all manner of things. A little couple change they're concerned about and trying to give the impression about all manner of things. But the good thing, though, is majority of Guyanese are sensible. Majority of Guyanese are sensible people. Sensible. I noticed there's some Aubrey Williams said, Melly ain't get free yet. Well, when she's free, you guys are going to know. She has been freed by the court. The court has said, look, approved her bond. But there is a process. That is what those dunce thugs do not understand. The PPP dunce thugs, you know who they are. So let me give you guys an example. Okay. The judge said that there's a bond. He set the bond at $7,500. You just can't rush and say, there's a bond, and there's a process. You have to go through that process. And especially out in Louisiana, this is an immigration matter. You have to go through, they have to double check, they have to all manner of things. And if it runs late and it's a weekend, so what do you expect? In my opinion, mind you, that process should have started earlier, way before if the lawyer, I'm not here to knock their lawyer, right? But you've got to be prepared. And if you're not prepared, then your client will have to feel the squeeze. And that's what's happening with, and this is my opinion, mind you, no disrespect to the lawyer, but this should have been handled way ahead of time, that you know that you're going to have a bond hearing. You know that there's a 95% chance of the bond being granted. So preparations should have already been in place. And again, this is my opinion that they may not have been preparations at all. Again, this is not knocking at any lawyer or anybody. I'm just not doing that. I'm just saying preparations may not have been done. However, because of the weekend, it's a Friday, it's out in Louisiana, it's a privately run detention center. Some of them may not understand the PPP thugs, but it's a privately run center. They have to follow procedures. This is a bond. It's not something that the judge says and you rush in and you pay $7,500 and you just walk out of there like that. No, there's a process. And that's the problem with these PPP thugs. They don't know about process. They don't understand process. Let's take, for example, when this guy Mikel Rodriguez or whatever his name is, or some notishness. Um, when he was arrested, he was arrested. He had to go through the court, and from the court, they put him down in a chute, and he had to pay bail. I think a bail of about 100,000, whatever Guyana dollars. He had to go and pay bail. Now, from the court straight down to the bail place in Georgetown at the magistrate's court, he paid his cash bail or whatever right there and then. It is different in the case of Melissa Atwell at this point in time. It is totally different. And so these dunce thugs, well, of course, you could understand their obsession, right? The obsession is becoming kind of like stalking now, right? If she sneezes, they stalk. They're stalking her. It's an obsession. But these are the people who should tell you about the corruption in Guyana and some close to 1 billion pump station. They can't finish it. All manner of things. Corruption upon corruption upon corruption in Guyana. But all they're doing is just focusing on Melissa Atwell. And they appear to be so concerned that she's not yet out on bail. Why? What happened with the GoFundMe? All manner of things they're talking about. I mean, look, I didn't have to come to do this here, but it's just to laugh at these dunce thugs. They are dunce thugs. They're not experienced. They're not qualified to do what they're doing. They are dunce thugs. They are worse than flatfoot hustlers. And let's go back to what happened with this guy here.
The bar when he saw the accused whipping out a gun and hitting him across the face and his head, causing him serious injuries. Rodriguez has claimed that he had been attacked by someone in the club, but it appeared as though he might have retaliated against the wrong person.
Okay, so that's why he's in handcuffs. Let's go back.
Well, controversial social media talk show host Mikel Rodriguez, also known as the Guyanese critic, appeared in court this morning and was slapped with a charge of causing grievous bodily harm. He is accused of using his firearm to hit Berbice businessman Brian Passad across the face in the Montre nightclub back in September. Rodriguez has denied the assault allegations, but he was granted bail in the sum of $100,000 when he appeared in court this morning. He was handcuffed and removed from the courtroom after the hearing and had to remain in the prisoner's holding facility until the bail was paid. Businessman Brian Passad filed a police report 3 weeks ago detailing the incident. He said he was with relatives in the nightclub and was standing at the bar when he saw the accused whipping out a gun and hitting him across the face and his head, causing him serious injuries. Rodriguez has claimed that he had been attacked by someone in the club, but it appeared as though he might have retaliated against the wrong person.
Badly beaten indeed. And then he was charged, and then of course there was contempt of court charges and all manner of things. And you're wondering, why are you guys listening to some of these pacos? They make absolutely no sense. None whatsoever, no sense at all. Before I get back into the Melly Mel situation, because they seem to be bad-eyeing the little GoFundMe money, but they're not telling you about the hundreds of millions of dollars, taxpayers' money, your money, taxpayers' money, for some pump station and other stuff that they're not qualified for these sort of contracts. They're not going to tell you about these things. So what they're doing, they're diverting attention from a lot of things, lots and lots of things. I noticed there's a report that some member of his family, allegedly a member of his family, beat up a woman and all these sort of things. But they're not going to focus on these things. They're going to focus on Melissa Atwell and maybe others. But it's diverting attention from the real issues. I don't know what's happening with these dunce thugs in Guyana. I just don't know what is happening with these dunce thugs. And so on this Sunday afternoon, I got to put aside my cook-up. Right? And we'll um, sugar and coconut. Those of you from the quarantine would know why I'm saying coconut and sugar and cook up, right? And so they're diverting attention from real serious issues. These are the things that we want them to talk about. We don't want them to come and talk about Melissa Atwell GoFundMe. And these people are so wicked. They ran through the GoFundMe to see who give a little donation or not. That is what they've done. And they then come into contact with my name and they're like, oh, Martin, I don't know. I'm like, since when it's relevant to these people who donate and who ain't donate and who whatever and all manner of crap that's going on, right? And so I just wanted you guys to know that whenever Melissa Atwell is completely out, you will be hearing from her. And it's just the dotishness that I see on social media, hence the reason why I'm here today, just for a few minutes. But you can't listen to dunce dogs. You can't listen to opportunistic people. You can't listen to some of them who were really, really hungry the other day and was actually rescued by so many people. And almost everyone who rescued that particular individual turned back and bit them and bit them. Let's look at Glenn Lal knocking glass with Glenn Lal. Glenn Lal rescued him, fed him, make sure he put on a little weight and give him little expensive rum to drink and all these things. And now every single press conference or so-called press conference with that Paku Jagdeo, he's attacking Glenn Lal every single time. Look at what the Mohammeds them. Well, y'all buy Azruddin. Some of y'all buy Azruddin. Give him food to eat. Look at him, and then he turned back and he bite them. Every single thing, he's biting them. And then talking about other people's association with the Mohammeds. Who would have been closer to the Mohammeds than him? Look at this, business partners and business deals and contracts and all these sort of things and getting a little food for eat, probably for the first time in his life, sitting down, he and his two, little boys, them eating food together. Oh yeah. Hugging up Glenn Lal, drinking expensive rum. He jumped from drinking Mabi and drinking Kool-Aid and drinking Swank to expensive rum. And a day like today, he's cussing Glenn Lal every single day. You got to be careful with these people. You got to be careful with these beyond or beneath flatfoot hustlers. And not only that too, I came across this here. He eating with Odessa Primus, eating, cheesecake, gobbling up cheesecake. They rescued him. He was like a pint of broom. They rescued him. Puppy turned little dog now. Look at it. Be careful. These guys in the PPP got to be careful because this Looney Tune has a pattern. Oh, yep, we see the pattern. Eat here, drink there, little business here, little food back there, little cake there. She should take all the cake, you know what I mean, and push it in the mouth. Right? Go back here, drink back there, eat little food there, go back there, get arrested all over the place, knock about, get beat up, go back by them, little business, they feed you little food, you go back by Odessa, eat little cake, you go back by Glenn Lal, drink little expensive rum, eat little nice food. All these things. Y'all be careful, guys. Be careful. Don't let these Pakus come to you guys and pretend as though they're decent. They're not decent. Eat a little food there, bar-tag them. Go back, eat a little food there, bar-tag this body. Go by Glenn Lal, eat a little food there, bar-tag Glenn Lal. What makes you guys think that Jack Dale and Irfan Ali them day not come? Their day will come. He will turn against them. Eat a little food. Glenn Lal fed him, picked him up off the street like a mangy dog. Make he catch himself back. Give him a little nice rum to drink. He doesn't know about these expensive things. He doesn't know about this sort of lifestyle. And so, come on. So back to the PPP thugs them. He's just one of them. Sorry that I'm scaring you guys on a Sunday afternoon. And so, it's a little smiley thing for me here, though. So they're counting every cent that Melissa Atwell got through her GoFundMe. Every cent. Them jealous. The girl barely get a little couple dollars. Yeah. And thanks to, I'm sure she will be thankful, or she is thankful to all who have contributed towards that. Whether it's $1, whether it's $2, whether it's $10, whether you ain't give nothing at all, or whether you give a prayer. It's okay. But why is it that they're so obsessed? They got the girl photographed with other inmates. They're publishing it all over the place. All manner of things. It's not a criminal. It's not a criminal act. It's a immigration infraction, yeah. But it's not a criminal act. Look at this. Look at what's happening. What's going on, really? Now back to this bond here. So what? Her folks, and I told you guys how I felt about the legal representation. These things should have been done ahead of time, and they should not have been any hiccup. There is a slight hiccup based on my understanding. And so what? It's not a big deal that she's not yet out because of procedural hiccups as it pertains to the bond. There's not an issue with somebody get away with the money, then them get money, and them in $7,500. Huh? I'm sure she has her folks and will just take. Well, I probably get $7 in my pocket, but at the end of the day, she has her folks. $7,500. They're gonna come out and try to embarrass her about that. Oh, give me a break, man. They don't have nothing else to talk about. These guys don't have about the hundreds of millions of dollars pump station that they're incompetent, them in doing nothing. There ought to be an investigations in that. There are other stuff that there should be an investigation. This woman said to be a girlfriend of someone connected to whatever he calls himself, critic or whatever, said to be connected. If it is true, why not call for justice? Why can't the police do what is right? Assuming that this here is connected to him. But no, they're not. They're not concerned about that. The guy every minute is Melly Mel, Melly Mel, Melly Mel, Melly Mel. Every minute. Every minute. Every minute. Dotishness, dotishness. Dotishness. I see Flight Master said, well, it's not, of course we don't owe them any explanation. Of course not. But sometimes you just can't allow these dunce thugs to think that they could just come out and talk. People are sensible enough. And I just want to remind folks that you don't listen to the dunce thugs. You don't listen to the dunce thugs. They are just who they are. Dunce thugs. Dunce thugs, hungry belly. That's who they are. Go out a little place, eat little food. Go to another place, eat little cake. Go to another place, drink little rum, free rum. Freeness all over the place. Anyways, Melissa Atwell will officially be out. Okay? Will officially be out. That's all. And I agree with whoever said, we don't owe them any explanation. And this is not out to explain. This is basically to shame those dunce thugs, because that is what they are. Remember, they attempt to go after the Congresswoman, all because the Congresswoman appeared on my program. I asked a simple question, and the Congresswoman said the detention of Atwell called for her protection from persecution. That's all. And they get vexed, the bumps raised, and all manner of things. Again, thanks to the Congresswoman for responding to that question. Thank you. Now, What else we can talk about? Let's not talk about GoFundMe, right? The bond, there's a process. There's a process. That's all. And it's Friday. It was Friday, and that process will be concluded very, very soon. That's all. They don't expect it to be concluded on a Sunday or a Saturday. And that's Louisiana. It's different from certain other areas. And then, in order for a bond to be executed, you got to go through background checks. You got to go through all manner of things. It's not like when this guy here was charged criminally, appeared and then went down the chute, shackled up, and all manner of things. And these are people should be the last set of people wanting to call people criminals and all these things, right? They seem to have some serious mental issues, if you ask me. But the difference when this thing got down through that chute had to go straight to the holding pen, and somebody paid his bail for him, and in maybe an hour, less than an hour, half hour, he's out. That is totally different in this case. And that's all. And we all understand. We all know. And we all understand again. We all know. All right. What else is happening in your neck of the woods? What else is happening? Forget about the PPP. Some of those supporters, they're just not. They're not too experienced in a lot of things, and you already know what they're about. They feel as though, and Joylyn, correct, they feel as though, oh, she should walk out straight of the court, and that's it. It doesn't procedures, and that's what happens with some of these PPP thugs. They don't know about procedures. If they knew about procedures, they would not have been circulating this photograph with all those women. All of those women. They would not have been circulating those photographs. All right, like I said, it's just a few minutes that I decided to come on here with you. And what else is happening? One other story. Don't you love Guyana? Look at all these drugs. Look at that. And guess what? The magistrate set him free. The magistrate set him free. His lawyers argued the magistrate set him free. 92 pounds, that is, of cocaine, marijuana, is it, or cannabis? Yeah. 92 pounds, 41.768 kilograms found, according to the police, found in this guy's vehicle. 92 pounds. Magistrate said no, no evidence. Don't you guys just love Guyana? Ramlal Ramdihal. I hope he's probably out enjoying himself. Ramdihal. Look at it. But a youngster in the ghetto, whether from Manripo, whether from Port Morant, whether from Blackbush, Linden, Georgetown, wherever, a small amount of marijuana or whatever, smoking utensils or whatever, guess what? They're sent to prison for 3-4 years. But look what's going on there, 92 pounds. Principal Magistrate Alan Wilson, presiding at the Maikoni Magistrates Court, has dismissed the drug trafficking charge against Ramlal Ramdihal following his submission from defense counsel that no prima facie case had been established against the accused. Ramdihal, a 38-year-old field supervisor from Bat Settlement, West Coast, Berbice, had been arrested after police discovered 92 pounds of cannabis in his vehicle. He claimed that somebody sent him to go pick the bags up, and he was supposed to deliver the bag somewhere in Georgetown and get paid. You make joke with, y'all make joke. Don't you guys just love Guyana? Look at it. Look at what's going on. Just take a look at it. Take a look at that. Don't you just love Guyana? Don't you guys just love Guyana, right? I don't know. Oh gosh. And then what else? What else is happening? Look at all that marijuana. Freed magistrates and no evidence. No evidence. No case submission. That's it. Dismissed. Gone. Go back and do more pickups because he did say somebody sent him for a pickup. And I'm almost certain that all of that marijuana is evidence. Guess where it's going? Somebody doing a pickup with it too, possibly at the police station. Another pickup. So Guyana is on the verge of collapsing at every level, collapsing. Okay. I don't know. Corruption, corruption, corruption galore. Corruption galore. Every level corruption. All over corruption. They're silly 2-cent gangsters in the government and some of them in the private sector. Some of them are so-called business. All manner of things happening. I don't know. But anyways, let me just head back and finish up my cook-up and enjoy my cook-up. It's a cook-up Sunday, right? But before we deal with the cook-up, look what they're doing now to their good friends. They're at war. They're fighting Mati now. They're fighting Mati. And that's why I'm saying I get my popcorn and I'm watching and enjoying the fight. But it's going to intensify. It could get out of hand. It could get out of hand. It could get out of hand. Look at what now. Months after the U.S. sanctioned these people. Gold smuggling, all manner of things. The U.S. sanctioned these people. The Pakus in the PPP regime did absolutely nothing. They continue to do business with them. They continue to all manner of things with them. And then now you're hearing that government suspends the Mohammed Security Service license. They didn't do it. Months ago, they didn't do it. But suddenly they're doing it, right? Okay, they're going to claim that they now got the information from the USDOJ, the Department of Justice. So youngsters all over. Let them youngsters fight Mati, man. Let them, I keep saying, let them fight Mati. So they took away all them guns. All them guns they take away. All them guns. Oh, them take away guns by, ones like the guns, shoot up the guns all over, fire wild shots all over the place. One young man across the river by the name of Ryan Prasad was killed by stray bullets, allegedly by these guys. All manner of things. So now them in their guns. Probably left with just umbrella. Speaking of umbrella, maybe James Bond will have to hold umbrellas now. But then again, James Bond is holding a different set of umbrellas these days. All right, I'm out of here. You'll hear back from me tomorrow. And by then, Melissa Atwell should be out. There's no big deal, procedural hiccups. It happens. And like I've said, these PPP thugs, they don't understand procedures. They just don't understand procedures. All right, so I'm out of here. Enjoy your Sunday. I just thought that I give you guys a little update. That's on my own, my opinion. Her folks will be doing their talking whenever necessary. I'm glad that they're not telegraphing their shots. Some have finally understand the value of silence. Finally. All right, Modveer and all of you, Palawala, Denise Booker, Carla Smith, and Nadia Hamilton, and all of you. People talking about a different subject, and Roderick. Like Roderick, anytime Aubrey Norton sneezes, Roderick, they're right up. Where every minute we ain't even talking about Aubrey. God bless Aubrey Norton. So these are comments that you find suspicious. Roderick Henry, not because his head is up, but we're seeing the frequency with Roderick Henry. Roderick, you can't hide yourself like that, I mean, nothing is wrong with somebody supporting Aubrey, but we're not talking about Aubrey. Suddenly he just come. Since last night he was the same thing. Roderick, you're showing your slip by, or girl, or whomever. I'm out of here. Y'all have a great rest of Sunday. And since they're after sanctioned people, I wonder what they're going to do with this woman here now. I wonder what they can say about her still getting a salary. Taxpayers' money. They need to explain that as well. All right, I'm out of here. God bless you all on this beautiful Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Jacinti Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup, and what they are doing today I can't take it, so I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data.
Imagine 18 hours of blackout, and you're telling people progress. Cost of living gone up 100%, yet you give public servant less. Mr. President, listen to the people, search your soul and you will confess. I want you try surviving on the public base, then you're gonna know but stress. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. They don't drive no fear with the citizen. They may want the people speak out. Freedom of speech done gone inside the gutter. Knock off when you open your mouth. Discrimination in entertainment, and you're talking about one Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big shows, one set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. Every picture you take and promise you make, everything you do is about clout. Then you come into me for I shake your hand, there's nothing to smile about. Corruption inside every sector, but when it comes to them they send you. Try investigate efficiency, right? Go talk to Barrett and Sue. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. You're hiding corruption inside the cup, look how evil set up. The people fed up. I done fed up on the dirty water, low pressure, want scream and tell somebody. Imagine 1500 US, and they're telling me super salary. I done fed up on the unemployment racism and the lie they say one Guyana. Cause when you look with the oil money going, circulate with one set of banner. Cause I done fed up,